Offsides.
Hey, another week of Offsides. It's getting exciting out there. We got the playoffs. This is our playoffs edition. And we got our first guest. It's Marques Sullivan. Say hello.
Hey, guys. I'm happy to be here.
Thank you for being here. We don't get guests.
Yeah.
But,
need more.
That's big bro right there. That's big bro, man.
That's your big bro?
Yeah,
Big bro.
Yeah. You guys know each other for a long
I'm like
time.
the big bro, crazy uncle kind of guy.
Why don't you tell us about yourself? I mean, we don't get guests. We're just, it's like we're lonely. So, well, you played football, right? Played NFL for.
Yeah, I'm a former NFL player. Played all of my ball in the cold weather, and the last 4 years I decided to get the heck out of there and came down here to Florida, and I believe last year ran into this guy. We hit it off. He was a great guy, and yeah, we've just been trying to do things to collaborate for the kids in the community, and asked me to do this show, and kind of did some research before I came on. So
did you like it?
Yeah. saw these guys. Saw this guy's gonna be a famous sportscaster one day, right here. This guy.
Right?
Yeah.
He's got stats. He knows all the stats by heart.
Yeah, it's great.
But I'm glad you're here, and I'm glad you got a chance to chime in. We usually this can get kind of heated between these two guys. I don't know.
I mean, sometimes you gotta when the little kids come around. Sometimes you gotta really let them know who's the superior.
You said Lamar Jackson's top 3. That's when I.
I never
no,
said
yes,
top
you did.
three.
No, we can pull up the clip too.
Please pull up the clip. I want you to pull up the clip. Don't do that.
Oh.
The Lamar
one thing we're not
Jackson
gonna
battle has been going on.
The Lamar Jackson. Yeah, you want to know? Yeah.
Don't even.
Yeah. Do I need to go there?
No.
Do I need to go there? Okay, the Baker Stankfield, man. I'm just this Baker Stankfield.
Baker
Stinks of
Stankfield.
everything.
Let's start it off, guys. San Francisco.
Hold on, by the way, did you see the post that your boy ODB made about him?
Oh, my story?
Ooh.
No, that was a joke. That wasn't real.
That wasn't real?
That wasn't real.
That looked like something he'll say for real, though.
What did ODB say about who, Baker?
Yeah.
What did he say?
The story was more so like, everybody thought it was me, but I tried to tell you guys it was Baker trash.
No way. Beckham said that about Baker Mayfield?
It was
Wow.
crazy, man.
A lot of trash talking these days.
That
Well,
was
it's easy when you can just pull out a phone. It's not trash tweeting.
Exactly.
That's basically what it is.
That's kind of new in the NFL too. Like guys trash talking each other over the internet. And
Eli
stuff like
Apple, he played for the Bengals. Last was the Chiefs game.
What's that?
Eli Apple after the game tweeted that Tyreek Hill was like, "Come, you know my address. Come see me."
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's new.
No, he said he was a baby. Then
A baby that he went on Twitter.
Tyreek just told him, "Hey man, I don't do beef on social media. You can hit my line. Like, hey, you want to talk? Let's talk."
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
If you notice in the professional field, they love going to Twitter about everything. Mm-hmm. They just tweet everything. I'm like, come on.
They do. Well, before we get into the games, I do want to touch a little bit about Brady, because speaking of a premature retirement, he tweeted out a couple days ago that he was going to retire, and then he wasn't going to retire, and now today he's retiring. What are your thoughts on that?
My thoughts on it is, hey, it feels like he ran his course. He's the greatest of all time. Not on that.
He's the GOAT.
Only thing it is Gronk is retiring right behind him.
Yeah.
Gronk is.
Yeah.
So he's taking Gronk with him.
But do you hear this story about he was going to get $15 million if he waited like a week or something like that? There was a story that in his contract, if he waited another week, he would have got $15 million. Not that Brady really needs $15 million, but somebody.
Nothing wrong with the extra $15 million.
That's what I say, right? Another $15 million.
In 7 days.
Do you think there's anything to that at all, or is that kind of?
It's a possibility. I mean, anything goes in this industry, especially in the NFL.
But it is sad to see Tom Brady. Some people got emotional. Your mom got emotional about it because he's such a he's the greatest of all time. Is he the greatest of all time?
No question.
Yeah,
he is. I mean,
Marcus, do you think he's the greatest of all time?
Yeah, no question. I played with Tom Brady.
Oh yeah,
in 04. So yeah, I was with the Patriots. But yeah, he is. It's unquestionable that he's the greatest of all time. Now, everybody can debate on. I think Marino's the best passer of all time.
Oh,
you got a quick release.
Yeah, but yeah, Brady overall is the best quarterback of all time.
Well, now that you're a teammate of his, what separates him in terms of leadership? What separates him from like the other, like an average quarterback coming into the league or something? What makes Tom Brady special? Yeah, because you played with
It's just a complete lack of ego.
Oh,
You
yeah?
know, he's a complete locker room and team guy, and you want to play for guys like that. You want it's not necessarily he's going to be a rah-rah guy, but he is a guy that people respect. He has the credentials and he has the personality to be able to channel guys' best effort.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, hey, don't get me wrong. His stint with the Patriots definitely helped. I mean, they definitely, it was a great opportunity for him to take advantage of that Patriot wave.
And Belichick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So like I said, he's a teammate of mine. But I mean, you put Phillip Rivers, Drew Brees, probably the same result.
Well, I agree. I don't know.
But-
I think Aaron Rodgers, not all time, but I can name 5 all-time more skilled quarterbacks better than skilled better,
yeah, exactly.
better than Tom Brady.
I'm gonna be honest with you, skilled guy. I'm going straight with Rodgers.
Yeah, I mean he throws off his back foot
I'm
in
just
the middle
being honest
there.
with you.
He's
I mean,
insane.
and Drew Brees. I mean, you see.
I don't
how
know.
much
I don't
is
know.
it? How much is like what you were talking
Brees?
about?
Are you serious?
Well,
I don't know.
I mean,
Don't
even
do that.
Stafford. I mean, Stafford's unbelievable.
Yeah, I'll take Stafford. Yeah,
Unbelievable skill.
he's-
but how much how much does that whole like team leadership come into play when it gets down to like,
It doesn't. It's the NFL, man. I mean, you either ready to go or you're not.
Yeah.
So it's not college or high school when they have one team leader and he's just going to rally the troops. Nah,
There's no rallying the troops, right?
Nah,
In the
there's
pros?
nothing like that now. It's
No.
like
You're a professional athlete. You're
That's
a
exactly right.
professional.
You're a
It's a
professional.
reason. My thing is, like I tell people, they just giving you money to come and helping them win a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Prepare yourself. Just come in ready to win us a championship. That's
Yeah,
it.
right. But there's no like, come on, guys, let's do this.
I mean, just the ultimate competitor gonna do that.
Yeah.
If you're a competitor and you're an ultimate competitor, I mean, when the chips are down, anybody gonna bring out their animal instinct to try to rally the troops.
In the
which
pros,
is natural.
you lead by example, right? You just go out and you have a great game, right? That's how you lead. If you're a leader, when they say a leader like Tom Brady, it's not a rah, let's go, guys. It's I'm going to go out there and show how good I am, right? Is that kind of what it is for in the pros? Because everybody's their own business. Everybody's a millionaire, so you really can't.
Not
Like, no one-
everybody a millionaire.
not everybody's a millionaire.
Practice squad guys is not millionaires.
Those guys aren't millionaires.
Well, it depends. It depends how the contract structure, but
Right. But it's
but-
hard to talk to a millionaire, and like be like, "Hey, get behind me." Like, why? I'm making more
Well,
than you.
I think it's the quarterback's job. If there is going to be a leader, it'll be the quarterback. At least that's how it's portrayed these days.
Yeah, I
It's
can
like-
guarantee the quarterback has no effect on the defense.
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
Was,
do not. They do their own thing. A lot of the times, defense, offense are like two completely separate teams.
Yeah.
So it's like you said, it's doing your job.
Just
you
do
know,
your
we
job.
can do your damn job the best. You're gonna win.
And that's what Belichick always said, right? Just
Exactly.
Do your job.
That's
Do your
exactly
job.
right. Yep.
Yeah.
Back in 2004, was Rodney Harrison there?
Oh yeah.
Rodgers
And then
was-
Willie McGinnis too?
Yep.
Yeah, McGinnis was great.
Yeah, man.
That was like the heart of their defense.
Really? Yeah.
Oh yeah. I
Right.
mean, along with Brady, they had Willie McGinnis, Mike Vrabel.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Teddy
They had-
Bruschi.
Teddy
Yeah.
Bruschi was there as well.
Asante
Ty
Samuel.
Yeah, was Ty Law there?
Right.
Ty Law was there.
No,
Ty Law was gone.
Ty Law was
But
gone.
Asante Samuel was there.
Yep.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, you had some
They had
dogs.
like a top 5 defense that year.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
they
yeah.
were they were
Corey Dillon was there.
Corey
Oh,
Dillon
he
was there.
great.
Yeah,
he
he
was,
was
he
there.
was great.
Corey
He
Dillon
was
was
great.
Yeah.
No,
They
it's-
often was. They had Patton. They had who?
Yeah, Antoine Patton was there. Yeah.
Who else? Brown. What's it?
Deion Branch was there.
Deion Branch as well.
Yeah.
That's when Deion Branch went off.
Yeah.
Deion Branch
he was
had
the
several
MVP
seasons.
of the game.
Yeah.
There's a great documentary on Brady that has all those guys on there, and they
Yep.
talk about it. And he's really good. Yeah. So I will say goodbye to Tom Brady, but what a player, greatest of all time. Unbelievable. So San Francisco versus the Rams. What a game. San Francisco, I thought they were going to do it. I thought they were going to. Debo
Why?
Samuel.
Can we appreciate him? He's insane.
Debo Samuel is
he's
a
nuts.
monster.
He's nuts.
He led 26 yards rushing and receiving. He had 72 yards. He led both rushing and
It's not a
receiving.
good thing.
Wait, he led.
That's right. That's
He led
not
rushing.
right. That's not a good thing.
Wait,
Because
he
where's your running backs? Right.
He led rushing. Like
He
no
led
one else got
rushing.
more rushing yards
Yeah,
than 26 yards.
six.
But let's not take nothing away from him now.
Exactly.
He's adding another dynamic to the game. Now, you see a lot of other teams copying San Francisco.
Jamar
using,
Chase
yeah,
now,
Jamar Chase. People was using their big stellar type receivers as running backs.
Yeah, I know. That's the
It's
new
another,
thing.
it's, yeah, it's
Is
another
that a new
thing.
thing?
Cooper Kupp too.
It's
They do a lot
also
of
it's a
them.
new thing, but it's also it's a creativity to create different matchups, matchup problems. Because if I got a Debo Samuel, who normally
Sure.
is
And
a
he's
wide
big.
receiver and he's built like a running back,
Right,
and
yeah,
runs like
yeah.
him, you mean to tell me in some of my formation I could jump him out the backfield and have another receiver on the field, but he's
Right.
still a receiver slash running back?
But you can't
I
line
get
him
more
up
weapons.
as a running back.
Yeah, you can.
Can you?
Yo,
Are you
what?
serious?
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know.
Do you know how many
absolutely.
touchdowns out of the backfield this year? He had like what, 10 touchdowns?
Yeah, no, he
Right.
on
the ground.
Yeah,
Right.
It's 500 yards rushing.
500 yards rushing, over 1,000
Oh, 1,000
receiving.
receiving.
But
So
then
you tell me. Only
as
for-
a weird question, like you're having a court, you're having. Then this came up with I forget who it was, tight end Jimmy Graham. He was a wide receiver and a tight end, and then when it came down to contract
He
time,
was a hybrid.
yeah, hybrid. So contract time, it's a weird question, but like, do you get your salary as a receiver or as a?
It depends
And
how
can
you-
you get a?
Do
Can
you
you do
want money?
both?
Do
I
you want
guess.
money? Or
I
do you
mean,
want, like-
Does he get a receiver salary, or does he get a-
I don't really think salary even matter when it comes to that. I think it's just how you structure your salary is what it is. If I'm a tight end, be like, oh, I want to get a receiver salary. There's no such thing as tight end and receiver salary. It's just how you structure it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's just how you structure it.
But
Because my
Debo-
thing is you got Travis Kelce. He lines up at wide receiver. It's not about the salary. It's just how you structure yourself, how you structure your
He
contract.
does
Yeah.
some bad things to cornerbacks.
But
Travis
this
Kelce.
hybrid player
good.
is a new thing in the NFL, right?
Not really. It's been going on for quite some time. Like Mercedes Lewis, Antonio Gates.
We used Mike
know,
Vrabel as a fullback, tight end.
Exactly.
You really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back then?
Yeah.
Vrabel? I don't even
Yes.
remember that. Wow.
Oh, yeah.
I
man.
didn't know that. Wow, that's
Yeah.
cool.
It's just like you said, it's a matchup thing. If you have
Yeah.
an athlete that can do multiple things, that's to your advantage. Now, I was just saying that I don't think it's good that your wide receiver is your leading rusher. I don't think that's
No,
a,
that ain't good at
No,
I
all.
don't
it's
think
not.
that's a good thing.
Where
but,
are your where is your rushing attack then?
yeah, I mean, like,
Yeah.
Cordero Patterson for the Falcons, it's the same type of player.
They
you
put him
know?
at cornerback
Yes.
too this year.
Right.
Who, Cornell Patterson?
Cornerback and safety.
At
Yeah,
corner?
Corner.
we had Troy Brown. Troy Brown was a
he
receiver
played
and a
corner. Yeah,
cornerback
I
for
remember
us.
that. I
Yeah,
remember that.
Patriots. Oh yeah, no, it's not a new thing at all. Not at all.
Yeah, but that guy is so talented.
Debo had a great game.
He had a great game.
I think the problem was that there was no run game, and against the Rams, you have to have a run game.
See, but that's
Yeah.
how, I keep forgetting the coach name.
McVay.
No, San Francisco coach. Oh, I got
Oh,
it.
Shanahan.
Yeah,
I
Shanahan.
mean, he's that's his thing. I mean, the OC, that's his thing. Not the head coach, but the OC, that's his thing. I mean, he always passed the run. You get
Yeah,
what
I
I'm
know,
saying? So
yeah,
now when you
yeah.
don't have the run, you still stuck on passing.
And yet they were
You know,
still in the
so-
game because the defense was coming up with big stops and all that. But
They
they dropped the
was-
pick. They
I
dropped the
don't know
pick.
what happened with that, man.
Jaquiski Tart.
I don't know.
Dropped
what
the
happened
pick.
with that.
Oh, that was
bad.
weird.
That was
That was bad. That could have really put
Because there
them.
was like 9 minutes left, and if he picked that off, it could
Yeah.
have killed clock, went down the field.
That was a huge play.
Yeah.
That was a huge play that they dropped that, and it was right in his arms.
Literally,
That
it was right to him.
Crazy play. Total plays 50 for San Francisco, 76 for the Rams. That's a big difference.
So more time of possession for the Rams.
Right, that's a big difference. But the rest of the game was super close. Everything was really down to the wire.
Also, the Rams have a really good backfield, and that's why they're also winning a lot this year. Cam Akers, Sony Michel,
I say this. I
and,
say
and, Henderson. He got hurt, but still, those three guys, like that's so much. If you have depth, especially in the playoffs, it's important.
it's very important.
Yeah.
But then again, it's like you got to catch that fire too. And also, like I really feel like those three-head monsters, they really collab off each other very well.
Who
Now
that?
on top of
OBJ,
that,
Cup, and
I'm
Jeff-
talking about the Rams.
Yeah.
Now on that,
Cup.
when you got Cup and Odell Beckham coming in and just really just doing their thing.
Van Jefferson's
You know,
been playing well too.
And now
Higby's
Ben
good player.
Jefferson now, the tight end, he's awakened now.
Oh, the new one. Higby got hurt.
Blayton, I think his name is.
Oh, yeah.
He
For
had
the
like
Rams,
7
I mean,
catches,
the six.
yeah.
He was like really the third down guy. So he was emerging. I think it's
Yeah.
a good momentum shift for him as well going to the
They're
Super Bowl.
tough. I mean, but what they also have is that defensive line. I mean,
Ooh.
that defensive line. I think at the end of the game when I was watching, they stepped up. Donald, really.
Listen.
You
He
can argue,
really stepped up at the end of the game.
you can argue he's the best D lineman in the last like,
Donald?
10 years.
Oh, yeah.
Donald.
The last
Yeah.
10
Oh,
years.
that's no
They
question.
saying he's one of the best in the
Of all time,
best
yeah, but
Does he
around.
remind you of Reggie White a little bit?
Yeah,
The way that he
yeah.
bull rushes like that, you know?
Yeah, I mean, that's a good comparison.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think he's unique in what he does. I mean, I think he's a Hall of Famer, first ballot, no
Yeah.
question. I mean, it's exceptional.
He is amazing. And at the end of the game, he took the game over. It's like what Reggie used to, it reminded me of Reggie, because at the end of the game, right when it came down to it, Reggie needed a sack.
He reminds me more of a John Randall.
Oh,
Yeah,
John Randall.
yeah.
That's who.
He always had like these cat eyes. Remember John Randall?
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
He wasn't
Just kind of a
very big.
bigger John Randall.
Yeah.
John Randall
Yeah.
was big. He was what?
He was an
5'6",
animal.
6 foot? If that. What, he was 6 foot?
Yeah, he was probably 6 foot.
He was only 6
Yeah.
foot.
John Randall wasn't big at all.
No.
Like tall wise, he wasn't.
He wasn't
But
that
he
big.
was-
He was on about 285.
Yeah.
But he played big.
Yeah. He's great.
Yeah.
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 One of
So-
the nicest guys you meet off the field, too.
John Randall?
Yeah.
John Randall.
Good, dope guy. Awesome.
On the field, though, he was a wild.
Oh, yeah, no.
Everybody
He
got a
was a
switch.
wild man. But, so the defensive line for the Rams really came through, too. Cooper Kupp had 142 yards.
Two touchdowns.
Two touchdowns, yeah.
OBJ had. Stellar.
113 receiving yards.
Yeah. He's your boy. You liked him.
He's gonna bring home a championship.
That's his
Yeah.
girlfriend, man.
Don't say that. I mean, you made it weird now.
Oh, that's a little boo thing.
You made it weird.
That's a little boo thing.
You
man.
like Odell, though.
Of course.
Yeah.
A lot of young people kind of can relate to him.
Yeah,
so I
yeah,
get it. I get it.
Yeah, he's good. He's really good.
But that's what I say. My prediction of Rams probably win the Super Bowl, because if Von Miller wakes up with Donald,
Bro, Von Miller, and he had a good game, too.
I'm just saying,
Yeah.
like,
I mean, if-
you got on paper is no question that they're the better team.
They are.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, you got the former head coach of the Buccaneers, my man Raheem Morris, coaching the defense. He's a defensive guru, so it's
You
like,
love that guy.
Nah, man,
You
I'm
think
not
he's a genius.
Yeah,
The
he
Browns
kinda-
are the best team on paper last year until.
Nah.
Yeah,
Not like the Rams.
coach.
Not with that guy. Not with that guy behind center. Come on.
Nah.
I think that's kind of the reason why management went in the direction of getting Stafford, because they didn't want to be the Cleveland Browns.
Exactly.
I mean, you kind of know what you got in a quarterback.
You do.
Within the first 2-3 years, man. You know.
Yeah.
So if you win it all.
Oh, you mean with Goff, you talking about?
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, so I mean, they probably knew they were going to move on from him for a while, and they just had an opportunity to get Stafford.
Yeah.
And they took it, and it's a shout out to the manager. You can give all the credit to Donald and OBJ, but management, they pulled that trigger to get Stafford, and that
did.
brought this all together.
They did.
Yeah,
And you know what? Stafford has played better than I've ever. Obviously, in Detroit, he didn't have.
No, but he's been doing it
didn't
forever.
have-
I was gonna say,
He's been doing it
for a long
forever.
time.
He's been doing it for a long
But he's
time. I
been
think.
carrying Detroit on his back.
Except
you know?
you can only do so much until a team's defense. I mean, he's been consistently good for his whole career.
Oh, there's no question. He's
Yeah.
a great quarterback. I'm just saying, it's nice to see him having other weapons. Like,
You give him weapons, and now he's in a Super Bowl. So there you go.
Exactly,
It's,
yeah, and you're right. That's the management seeing what he could probably do at
Yep.
at Los Angeles.
Yep.
Now, if they win, you got to re-sign him.
I mean,
Because
why wouldn't you?
Gurley's and
Why wouldn't you
Goff's,
sign him?
Goff's contracts, they're gone after this year. So
Okay,
that's
fine.
$39 million in management. So they could re-sign Odell and Von Miller.
I mean, why wouldn't they? I would.
Yeah, of
if you want a
course.
two-peat, what?
You know how much.
I know, but you get Robert Woods back, but then I
That's
don't
just
know.
another piece out of
But
the
also,
puzzle.
what if OBJ wants more money? He's probably not going
I
to.
was going to say I wouldn't, just for that reason.
Yeah.
You wouldn't sign him again?
Listen, the thing is, listen.
You don't know if yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you. With OBJ,
Too
what
expensive.
No, it's just
He might demand yeah.
he's just going to start feeling himself, and then it's just. I think OGB is a good mercenary. Guy you can just bring in and do well, but when you get him getting that system and he starts feeling himself, man, that's when the
That's
decline happens. I think now,
decline.
I mean, seriously, you have to keep him kind of on his toes. Like
Right.
he's kind of auditioning for another contract right now.
Well,
I
he
think
didn't
that's
have
his
time because
mistake.
he came in halfway through the season this time, and
Yeah,
Played
he's
well,
playing
by
his
the
butt
way.
off,
Yeah.
right?
yeah,
Yeah. So I mean, after the Giants paid him all that money, what did he do? Nothing. So it's like,
Well, that was because of Baker.
Yeah.
No, don't blame Odell for that. Baker was.
He said Giants. He didn't say
Giants.
anything about
said
Cleveland.
Giants.
Yeah.
Now what you got to say about that? He said Giants. He didn't say nothing about Cleveland.
Yeah, no. I had nothing to say about
But I feel
Does
like
Odell have kind of like a Antonio Brown thing?
I mean, I feel like
No,
if you
it's not.
no.
That's unique to
What
that
we
guy,
gonna say?
man.
No. In his defense, I'm gonna be honest with you. As a pass catcher, as a playmaker, you gonna want the ball regardless of the situation. I don't care who you is.
Yeah.
So my thing is, so in Odell defense, and me personally, I think he's the better receiver on their team. Just the way, yes.
You think
I
he's
think
the best?
Top
I think,
four of all
listen,
time. I think Antonio Brown is top 4 of all time.
I'm saying on the Rams team right now, Antonio Brown, I'm going to be honest with you. I never seen nobody work like him.
He's
Yeah.
also a game record.
I never seen nobody in the position work just like
I mean
him.
Antonio Brown.
Antonio Brown. But
Right.
I'm going on Odell Beckham. But Odell Beckham, of course, he's going to get like that once he starts feeling himself because as a number 1 guy, he is a number 1 receiver. But that is Cooper Kupp's team.
Yeah.
So therefore,
Right.
he knows that.
He knows that.
He's going to get I say it's going to happen because he's going to be like, well, dang. After he done merge and show himself, it's natural that he's going to be like, well, dang, man. He's getting all these targets. Shoot,
not gonna
He's like, what if I'm on a team where I'm
because you got to
number 1
think,
guy?
Cooper Kupp is averaging like what? 12, 15, 10. Odell Beckham is on that what? 5, 6,
6,
9.
like quiet.
And not only that, he's averaging more. Dan Durner averaging more yards too off these small catches now. So what you think in your mind? You gonna think
Crossing
if
routes.
you was him,
exactly.
if you was him in his shoes, you gonna think, well, God dog. Okay, if he can get 17 catches or 12 catches and average 135 or 160, and I'm getting 9 and getting like
80.
150, 130. Imagine what I can do with 3 more catches. I need the ball more.
That's exactly right.
And so that's a problem for the Rams.
It's a potential problem.
It's a potential
Yeah.
problem, but they gotta know they gotta control that monster, man.
Yeah.
They gotta. But and if OBJ is smart, if they win the Super Bowl, which I think they're gonna do,
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to break that up. Cause OBJ, what else do you have to prove? I mean, you got your money. I mean, just win
And
championship.
he's kind of near the end of his career.
Oh, by the way,
right?
he lost.
Oh man!
How many more years can he
man,
play?
he's not,
6,
not
7.
even near it in his career. Did you see?
I say
He's
5.
playing
Yeah,
right now?
I say he has
5 more years?
5 or
He got at
6
least 5 or
productive
6
years.
more years.
Oh.
5, 6 productive years, and then he's a good veteran wide receiver too. But
So if
he
they
lost.
win, you're saying he's going to take it and be a team player.
If he was smart,
they win the
if
Super
he
Bowl.
was smart, I wouldn't cause no strife just to keep my team together. I mean, if you it depends on how do he want to win championships or he want to get paid.
That's my point. It's like exactly what do you want to do? And he can easily go somewhere and be a number 1 highly paid receiver.
Right.
And so I mean, you got to think. Who knows what he's thinking? But I mean, he will have a Super Bowl by the they're going to win, and he's going to have a Super Bowl now. So it's time to get paid now.
Yeah.
Like I said, he's only got 4 or 5 more years. I mean, that's what my mentality would be if I were him.
Yes.
I got a Super Bowl, so I need to, try to get in the, I need to go try to be a Hall of Famer now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So honestly, Jacksonville's maybe an appealing place for him.
Oh,
Trevor Lawrence.
oh,
Because who's not going? You don't think Trevor Lawrence going to be throwing at him 15 times a game?
I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
I thought about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
That is,
Oh,
and
Dylan
Trevor Lawrence is
Jacksonville.
great,
I
and
thought
he can
about
get
it.
the ball
I
to
mean,
him.
Trevor Lawrence is
I
going to
thought
be a
about it.
monster.
He's good.
He's going to be a monster
he is.
in the NFL.
He just got no O-line right now. That's the problem.
Yeah.
He's running for his life back there.
They just need
The
to
thing
get some
is, once-
pieces around him.
Same thing as what they did at Clemson. Get some pieces around and let them
Yep.
work. Gotta let 'em
What
work.
was the deal with, who was the coach, Meyer? What happened
Oh,
to him?
no.
He imploded.
That's a long.
Was that a problem over there, too? It must have been, yeah.
I mean, you knew it was a problem when you bring in
Yeah.
Tebow.
You don't bring a college coach in. It just doesn't work.
Doesn't work, does it?
Doesn't work.
It never has, really.
No, it never works.
It never has.
Nope.
And
Keep
so
him in college.
that is a really interesting thing. If he goes to Jacksonville, Odell could have a great time over there.
Yeah.
I really feel like if he want the ball like that,
Yeah.
that's the next stop.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's the
He'll
next
get
stop.
like 15 touches per game.
Oh, yeah.
That's what
for
I'm
sure.
saying. He'll get the ball 15 times a game.
That's
will.
it. Yeah.
He will.
And
Those
probably
Cooper
break the
Kupp
receiver
numbers.
record.
No,
Yeah.
he gonna probably break it.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
The way
So,
he's
yeah,
going
it's-
off the way he played the
Yeah.
game, he's gonna break. He gonna break records. He
Yeah.
gonna set records. It's the way he play.
Anything else we want to talk about with this game? I think Garoppolo looked decent.
No, what?
I mean, he's all right.
Hey, man,
Jimmy
he's
Garoppolo.
a Chicago guy, but
Yeah.
they need to move on from him.
Yeah.
Garoppolo,
Trey Lance. Trey Lance is going to be good. He's going to be really good.
Yeah.
Still
Did
young.
you see
I don't think he's gonna be worth a damn either. So.
What?
who? Trey Lance?
Trey Lance?
Who's Trey Lance?
He's
They're
their
gonna
first
be
round
moving on
pick.
from him in 3-4 years too. Watch.
Who's Trey Lance?
Trey Lance, first round
He's
pick
their
from
first round pick.
North Dakota.
Oh, is he?
North Dakota State.
No,
Dakota.
they took him over Mac Jones and
Yeah, they took
Oh,
him
they
Mac Jones.
did? Oh, wow.
Now that's the one, man.
Mac
Jones.
Jones is
good.
good, yeah.
And I really feel like this also, not to get off the topic, but Josh Allen is after
Oh,
this
he's
season.
fantastic.
He showed me something these last couple games.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
No.
you know what I'm finna say. If Josh Allen was in Patrick's shoes, Bills win.
That's true. I think he's
9-yard line.
good. Is he good? Is he better than
Bills win.
Mahomes? I don't know.
I don't know.
No.
But he's good.
Here's my
Very
thing when you
good.
talk about better. When people say
Who's better than
who's
who?
better than who,
Yeah, it's hard.
You gotta think it might be a year that this guy just might go off. This guy just don't go off
No,
this
but
year.
Mahomes is
You know what I'm saying?
consistently good.
I mean, you don't
That's
never
why
know.
he's worth $500 million. Coach.
Think about it. You never know. You never know how next year might come for Josh Allen. Josh Allen just took flight. You never know.
He
This
had
is
a great
momentum.
year. Yeah,
This is the
back,
momentum
yeah.
shifting for him. Now you might not think Josh Allen might. This is momentum for him to go into next year. So how you think he might have a year that's better than this past year? You never know.
He's got talent. So
Because
much
right
talent.
now
he can
you-
run,
you-
he can throw, he can do everything.
Man, he a winner.
He is,
Be honest
and
with
he's a winner. And he's a winner. He's not a.
He a winner.
He's a real winner. That guy. Yeah. He showed himself in the playoffs. He was amazing. He was an amazing player.
Using his legs.
Using
I
his
mean,
legs,
not
yeah.
even he got to the point where he wasn't sliding. He would turn
I
to a
know.
running back. He
Shrugging
bang.
the line.
And he's
Yeah.
not
Like,
small
whoa.
either. He's a big guy.
I'm like, whoa, Josh Allen, you
6'4",
gotta
right?
slide,
About
man.
6'5", 240.
He's 6'5".
Yeah. Huge. Huge guy.
I saw him at the combine. I was like, yeah, this kid's gonna be special, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I was
Yeah.
at
He was
2
throwing
years
the ball
ago.
80 yards. I'm like, it's ridiculous.
That's
Incredible.
2 years ago,
Incredible.
I was at a little camp. It was him, Sam Darnold, and it was like a backup for the Redskins. They were good.
Sam
And Josh, yeah, it was the year they signed Diggs.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
Sam.
Rams move on. Bengals Chiefs, guys. Bengals
Lord.
Chiefs. What a game. What a game.
Y'all really want to talk about that
I
game?
mean, the Chiefs had the first half. I mean, in the
21
back.
to 9. How do you
Yeah.
choke that?
The
That's
Chiefs
bad.
had the first
That's
game.
bad.
They had the whole game in the first half. I
No
mean,
question. The game wasn't even supposed to go in overtime.
no.
That game was not supposed to go in overtime.
Where were the Chiefs in the second half? That's what
Where
I
was the
want.
Chiefs in the second half? It came down to one play, 9-yard line.
Yeah.
Whirly
Yeah.
birding around, scramble around, get a sack fumble. Bro, listen, you look at the replay. Kelsey breaks back in the middle of the end zone.
Yeah.
He could have squeezed the ball in there. Hardman calms down. He could have threw the ball there. Or, Pat, use your legs. It's third down.
You know we can't run.
Do you
like
think
that.
somebody
don't
got
matter.
Mahomes with like 20 million or something like that?
I don't know
always
what
think
the
you
heck
say?
happened,
I think
man.
Fat Tony from the KC mob got to him at halftime.
Somebody
like,
had to get to him. So
I thought that.
No,
'Cause that
listen.
was, no, I'm just kidding. 'cause
Just
it's
think,
like conspiratorial mind.
just think about it. Just think about it. From the past couple of games, if you compare this game to the past games he's been playing, it don't add up.
No.
No, I know.
Pat could have easily won the game from this. Should not win overtime.
What was he doing at the end?
Well, no,
That was weird.
I don't like the coaching.
Wait,
Wasn't it
so-
weird? It was weird. Go
No,
ahead.
but I don't like the coaching because it was like before halftime. They could have kicked the field goal, but they tried to score and not just they getting any points out of the drive. And if they kick the field goal, they're now up by over 2 possessions. No, 2 possessions.
At the
Well, they
half.
still are, but 24 to 9 is different than 21 to 9.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
But they just didn't show up at the second half
The
at
second
all.
half was bad. Yeah.
Man, I'm gonna be honest with you. One person I can say was being stellar is the running back. What's his name?
McKinnon.
McKinnon.
He had 65 yards.
Oh man, he's a sleeper.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
He played for the
That's a
Vikings. He was
sleeper,
good.
man.
He was good for the Vikings when he played there. And then Dalvin Cook came and
he was alright for the Vikings, but Dalvin
no,
Cook is
coach.
just a different animal.
He was good.
But
He was
Dalvin
alright.
Cook
No,
was
they
the
were
player
weeks.
over
I had him
there.
in fantasy like 3 years ago. He was good.
Listen, he was
He
alright.
was a monster.
He was alright. Cook just took the boat.
He did. Cook was the guy over there, but
But
McKinnon.
he's a sleeper, man.
I think he's better than Edwards-Helaire.
I feel like they had different run styles.
Yeah, you need two backs.
Yeah, they had different run styles.
That was the going back to the Bills. That was their ultimate demise. They just don't have another running back. They can kind of take some of the brunt of that workload off.
Same thing
Too much on Josh Allen.
Same thing with the Packers. They got what? Aaron Jones and
A.J. Dillon's gonna be good.
Maybe Marques Sullivan.
Denver's about to take A-Rod and he's about to take Devontae Adams.
Oh
from me.
my
What do you
God.
think Rodgers is going to do? Just real quick. Retire.
Well, if it was me, I'd get rid of Baker Mayfield and go get Aaron Rodgers. I mean, seriously.
What do you think, Aaron Rodgers should go to Cleveland?
Yes.
That's what I would do.
Yeah.
See? Wrong.
You
wrong.
think for Aaron Rodgers, for his own career, you think he should go over there to Cleveland?
Like I said, that's what I would do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Pittsburgh's attractive too.
Yeah.
You know,
'Cause
so
Rodgers
you got to
is
go
gone.
somewhere as a defense, and they can run the ball. I mean, that's the only. That's it's clear as that. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm from Wisconsin.
Cleveland is a great football team. It's
Yes.
just-
They are.
Their
They're
worst
talented.
starter is Baker Mayfield.
Yeah.
And it's just a
Bad
damn
quarterback
shame.
play.
Which is weird.
Yeah.
I keep telling people
They have a lot
all
of talent
levels.
in Cleveland.
And
Yeah,
it's too
all
late
up.
for us to go out and get another quarterback in the draft. It's too late. Now we got to get like a guy.
I'm
We gotta
all chips in with Rodgers. I'm
Rodgers.
Cleveland.
Yeah.
Or, like you said, kid, Deshaun Watson, if they let him back in.
Yeah.
Man.
If we get a Deshaun Watson, it's game over. You know, Aaron Rodgers is better, but I feel like we'd only give him for a 1 year. I like Deshaun Watson's like a good 2-year deal, but like Rodgers, we're gonna have to pay him a lot of money,
Oh, yeah.
like a lot of money.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you know.
Man, he worth it.
Well, Cleveland
but
has
you
it.
know,
He's
Deshaun
worth
Watson.
it.
He's
yeah,
worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's worth it's
Deshaun
such a
Watson-
heartbreaking thing.
Sean Watson should be with Giants. That would be a really
Giants.
good fit for him.
Deshaun Watson to the Giants. That would make me Giants. Giants are the kind
They
of
got
team
they got a lot of massage parlors in that area.
Where you go?
Giants are not going to be bad for long. They're always the team that always rebuilds fast, and they're always going to go out and get players. Mm-hmm. They always do. But the back to the game, Burrow. Let's talk about Burrow and Chase. You love Jamar Chase. I think he looked great in this game.
I think, like I told people since he was in LSU, I said those two guys are going to rip the NFL up.
Yeah, and they did. They looked great.
Chase is basically taking the lead by storm, and it's basically just like he was just in college. I understand. He sat out a whole year.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That is. Yeah.
This kid sat out a whole year and play football. And you know how that is when you sit away from football. You got to get back in the mood, got to get back used to helmets.
3 wins last year, Coach.
And listen, you add that little piece in. This kid taking this league by storm, 1,500 yards first year.
And when they drafted him,
Amazing.
All pro.
everyone was
Amazing.
saying, everyone was like, "Why don't you get an O-line pick?"
Yeah, why you didn't get an
Yeah,
O-line?
everyone was just flaming the pick.
And not only that, he sparks, and guess what happens? You already had Boyd and
Tyler Boyd
and
yeah.
Higgins.
Yeah.
They was playing a role, but when Chase started sparking, it's like it fueled a whole young group of receivers.
Coach, was T.
Everybody
Was T.
started.
Higgins good at Clemson?
Oh heck yeah!
Like he was like a number one, number 2 guy. T. Higgins.
T. Higgins was the number 1 guy after Samuel and all them left, and Mike Williams.
Higgins was the leader receiver
Williams
in that
was at
game.
Clemson?
You know that?
Yeah,
I think he had 103 yards.
He came back at the tail end. He started making plays.
Yeah.
Making plays. I feel like that young receiver core, they gonna fight, but it's just that Rams, man. That Rams front four, man.
That's what it
I
is.
don't know, man.
That's what it is.
If they got 2 guys, and what's the other guy name? They got 3.
They got the best cornerback in the league.
No, I want to talk about Rams. It's another one. Start with L. I keep forgetting his name. I forget his name.
Ooh.
Corner.
No, it's a D lineman.
Donald.
Not Donald. Not Von Miller. It's another one.
Leonard Floyd.
Him.
Floyd, yeah, from the Bears. That's right, yeah.
If those, man,
Yeah.
listen, now you got Floyd, but if Von Miller and Donald come to play, it's gonna
Yeah,
be
it's-
By the
tough.
way, Floyd's been playing super well.
That's
He's
what I'm
forced
saying.
like 3 fumbles.
That's what I'm saying. They got a front that, man, you
Just in the
can't.
playoffs.
You
And
like,
the
you
Achilles
can't.
heel to the Bengals is their offensive line.
Yeah, I think that's the reason why they're going to lose, and also the Bengals
It's
defense is not
going
consistent.
to be.
Bloodbath.
It's gonna be bad.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be bad, man. Cause you can't.
But you know
double
what,
Donald.
though? Let me just be devil's advocate here for a second. The Chiefs had a good front four. And I mean,
He's had a good front four like what?
Oh,
well,
so
not like
didn't have
not
two
like
Hall of
Famers.
they,
Yeah,
missed
okay.
they were missing 2 guys.
Okay, yeah, you gotta understand they had a front four, but you understand they didn't have no Donald or no Von Miller.
No, they did not. No.
Floyd's a Pro Bowl. He made the Pro
Floyd.
Bowl. Yeah, so
But-
I mean, it's
They got a three-head monster down there.
Yeah. And Burrow's is going to be on the run the whole game. He's just going
All
to be
that breaking
He's not
tackle.
going to have time to
That's
run. He's going to be sacked every.
It's going to be tough. It's going to be
You saw what
tough.
Tennessee did. Tennessee had like a decent O-line. They got him on the ground like 9 times. They sacked him 9
They
times.
could not block Tennessee defensive line at all.
yep.
And then now imagine.
So you gotta imagine.
And
what
the
you
Rams
got.
like to blitz
Imagine what
too.
they
The
got,
Rams
yeah.
blitz. They will blitz you.
Trust.
That's going to be the, I think, the difference maker there is the offensive line versus the defensive line.
I think one thing I know what me knowing Raheem Morris, I think Raheem gonna test Chase. He gonna put him on the island with He gonna put him on the island. He gonna put him on Ramsey Island. All right, cool. We gonna chase we gonna test the young guy, and lock him up with Ramsey, and he just gonna play ball and let his front row go crazy. And I think Burrow's gonna get sacked a lot because he's not just gonna throw it up like it's gonna get a lot of interceptions, a lot of turnovers.
I think Burrow will throw a lot of
Man,
interceptions
I
because
think
he's going to try to force the
Listen
ball.
to me.
He's going to have to.
They got a young group of guys at receiver. I'm telling you right now, with Raheem Morris thinking, I'm telling you, Burrows, you're gonna have to beat me with something else. But you ain't gonna be able to beat me with your legs.
Mixon's good. I mean, well, they probably can't run. I get that.
No, Mixon good at the backfield as well now.
Well, yeah, they can catch. They little
he
wheel
can still
routes.
catch and stuff,
Yeah.
but the thing is, they gonna have their challenge going up against the Rams defense.
That's huge. Yeah. I do like Joe Burrow though.
He's been playing amazing.
I mean, he's a
been
winner.
great.
I mean, I like
Yeah.
him. He's a winner.
Is
He
he as
showed.
good as Josh Allen?
No, Josh
Wait, what?
Allen's.
Burrow?
No.
Josh Allen's different.
Did you see Josh Allen this season?
No, I know.
He
Yeah.
has the strongest
Yeah.
arm in the NFL.
Kev.
These no.
Kev, you
but
never
I-
seen
I-
Josh Allen
I
this
like-
season?
Allen's up there with the Rodgers conversation.
Yeah.
I mean, he's in that echelon now.
Josh Allen is man.
Yeah, he's the man.
Well, where do you
Josh
rank
is-
Burrow then in of all the elite?
Top
Is
7.
he elite
top,
or is
no,
he-
top 8,
He's gonna be what? Can I say?
top 6, top
He is
7.
the new school Boomer Esiason.
Yeah.
Boomer Esiason, yeah.
They kind of
He was
look like
good.
each other too.
They did. I like Burrow. Speaking of that, Burrow was that the last time that the Bengals were even in the Super Bowl? I don't even remember the last time.
Back in the 80s, right?
Yeah, it was a while ago.
Yeah,
Actually, it was.
But it
They
wasn't
lost.
with Boomer Esiason, was it?
yeah,
It was.
yeah,
was
sure
it?
was. Yeah.
Wow, that's a long
They,
time
I think
ago.
everybody kept saying the NFL was rigged because they thought like if the 49ers win, it's rigged because the 49ers and Bengals didn't play each other in the Super Bowl since the 80s.
80s.
So they were like.
And I'm old enough to know that because
Yeah.
I'm an old man.
Yeah.
And I remember that game, and it was a really good
That was
game.
Joe Montana that won the back of the end zone, right?
Yeah,
To the tight
yeah.
end.
I will say that was the best playoffs, at least for me being alive, I've ever seen.
Which one?
Every game, overtime. It was just.
Oh, this last one.
No, like the whole playoffs.
I'm gonna be
Yeah.
honest with you.
Every
It was
game
great.
was just
I
every
get-
overtime.
I
It
like
was
the
truly good.
defensive play and quarterback play. The reason being, I'm gonna be honest, I just like Josh Allen play.
Yeah.
It was Josh Allen for me this playoff. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah. No,
I feel like Josh deserved to be in there.
If they
man.
want,
Who's
they
the
should
biggest disappointment in the playoffs? I only say that because I know the answer.
take a second. No, it's not. I don't think it's Rodgers, honestly.
The Chiefs.
The Chiefs.
It might be the Chiefs. Yeah.
The Chiefs.
That was just
That was just disappointing.
It was disappointing, man.
For the whole Kansas City, I mean, the
Nothing,
whole.
taking nothing away from the Bengals, but you know,
Man, it's
You're
the
right.
Chiefs,
play
man.
like that.
They should have
Yeah.
been losing to the Bengals.
It's the Chiefs.
This should
The
have been
Chiefs the biggest disappointment?
Yeah,
At the end of the day, it's
They should.
nothing.
Over the Packers? Packers should have beaten the 49ers.
They lost to him the last 3 years, 3 times in the play. I
should have killed them.
They should have killed him. I know, but like, think about this. They've literally lost to that same team and to this mainly same defense, same scheme 4 years in a row.
I know. It's terrible. It's depressing. But you're right. I would be more depressed if I was from Kansas City.
No, but if I was you, I'd be more depressed about Rodgers. I will say
Because he's gone.
That was the
yeah.
last year we can go to Super
That's the
Bowl.
last we'll ever
Right.
have a chance. That's it.
So what about the Bucks then? If y'all talking like that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Why are we
The
depressed about the
Rams-
Bucks?
The
I
Ra-
don't know.
Yeah,
I think they did well. Just you don't see too many teams that won the Super Bowl and then
And then do it again.
that's virtually impossible.
Yeah.
unless you're Brady in New England,
Unless
Yeah,
you're
like I
Brady.
said, it happened before, sure,
like
but
Joe Montana. Didn't he go back to back?
yeah,
No, what about, let's talk about The one
Cowboys
who really
went
went,
back-to-back.
no, Jim
Yeah.
Kelly went to 5 for the Buffalo Bills.
Oh,
5
that
Super
was
Bowls.
4.
It
Heartbreaking.
was 4? 4?
Did he lose like 3 to 4?
No, he went to.
Oh,
he
he
lost
lost
all 4.
He lost all 4?
He went to 4.
You know,
Yeah.
before Elway.
Giants, 2 to the Cowboys, and then 1 to
Oh.
the
San Francisco, right?
no, to the Redskins.
Redskins. Yeah, that's right.
And Jim Kelly actually never won a Super Bowl.
No, and that Buffalo team was like,
And they were great.
they were dope.
And Jim Kelly was great.
Thurman Thomas. They had Josh
That is
Reed.
heartbreaking for the Buffalo
Oh,
Bills.
man.
'Cause they
Andre Reed.
Andre
Andre
Reed.
Reed,
I said,
yeah.
Andre Reed. I said Josh Reed. What the heck I'm doing?
But
Yeah, what you doing?
also, before
Yeah,
Elway
Reed.
won those, I think he won a couple Super Bowls, maybe 1 Super Bowl. I know that.
Elway?
He had a losing streak in the Super Bowl. He had like 2 or 3 in the 70s. John Elway, I thought.
Well, he
No,
won.
Denver-
He won. You know what? He went back to back as well.
And they
in
lost,
'96
though,
and
right?
'97. No, they won.
Broncos.
He retired on a
No.
ring, right?
Yeah, he
won
retired on the
yeah.
second ring. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Broncos.
Yep.
Right?
I thought
Yeah.
they
That's where
had
they
a
were
losing
for 2
streak.
Was he old?
That's
or,
right, yeah,
like,
it's real dead.
Was he old?
Minnesota Vikings in the 70s. They
What do you
went
consider old?
0-3 or something. like
Yeah.
that.
He's probably
33,
36.
34.
No, he wasn't
Oh.
that old. Elway's probably in his late 30s.
Hold up.
when he
Vikings
retired.
went.
Anyone.
Vikings went in the 70s.
Vikings had a losing streak in the 70s in Super Bowls. I think they had like 2 or 3 that they lost in the Super Bowls in the
Football team
70s.
that They had a great.
They had Chuck Foreman. that day,
Chuck
right?
Foreman, Jim Marshall,
Yeah.
Alan Page, those guys. They
Chuck was before his time, man.
Chuck Foreman was
the way
great.
these kids making moves now. He was doing that back then.
he was a great
Boom, boom,
running
boom.
back. Chuck
I
Yeah.
played with his son,
Yeah.
Jay Foreman. Yep.
Man.
Oh yeah, was he as good as his dad?
No, I mean, no. His dad's a Hall of
His
Fame.
dad had
Yeah.
his dad had that little hop skip and shake him down, pop, 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 and that
Yeah.
spin.
Chuck
Oh,
Foreman, you should look him up. He was awesome.
Yep.
I like
Hall of
Cliff
Famer,
Branch.
right? Hall of Famer.
yeah, he a Hall
For
of
sure.
Fame, all for real.
I watched
no
some Cliff
question.
Branch highlights the other day.
Chris
Jim-
Branch.
Jim Marshall.
He's old school.
Cliff Branch, yeah. Cliff Branch was one of the fastest guys in the NFL.
Something for the Raiders.
Yeah.
Were the Raiders, yeah.
21, yeah, he was fast.
He was really fast.
They had Blendikoff, him and Blendikoff
Yeah.
on the other side. Blendikoff.
Yep, Blitnikoff, he
That's
was
the
great.
yeah, that's the receiver.
Back in the day, those you could
that's
sticky on your
yeah,
hands.
Yeah, stick 'em
So we can
stuff.
all agree the Rams won in the Super Bowl.
I think
we
we're
can
all
all
in
agree.
agreement, right? I don't know. I think we're all in agreement. Rams win the Super Bowl.
I'm rolling with the Browns because that front four. And I know for a fact if those 3 come to play, man, now you
Yeah.
I'll tell you what,
ain't got. I mean,
I'm rooting for the Cincinnati Bengals.
you can root for them all you want.
I'm going to root
all
for
you
them.
want. You can root for them all you want, Kev. You ain't
Because-
winning this one. Shoot.
I'm going to root for them just because I knew Paul
Why,
Brown.
they the underdog? 'Cause
They're the
they
underdogs.
the underdog. I'm being
And
honest.
you know what? I like Burrow and I like Chase. I like that combination.
Yeah, I
I
know.
like those guys. And
For
I
them to be
think-
young, they won the top duo in the league.
Yeah.
One of them.
And they're the underdog, and maybe nobody's choosing them. I don't think
Nobody's
anybody's
choosing
choosing them.
I'm not choosing. I wouldn't.
There's no way in heck that the NFL cartel is going to let the Rams lose in LA. They're not going to let the Rams lose in LA. It's not happening.
You know, the NFL cartel. Yeah, that's true. They would not let that happen, I suppose. And with that new stadium and everything else like
Exactly.
Home field advantage.
Home field
This would
advantage.
be crazy.
that. Wait, is the Super Bowl in
LA.
LA?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Whoa.
And SoFi, yeah.
Ooh.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
There's no
Ooh.
chance they're going to lose.
That's my point.
There's no
way-
chance.
There's no way.
No way they
There's
gonna
no
lose.
chance. Who's the halftime show?
Eminem, Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
Oh, here, LA
And
guy.
Eminem?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
you
mean,
know
Snoop Dogg's
had
a
to be.
huge
Snoop Dogg.
LA guy.
Yeah.
Will Snoop Dogg be high, do you think?
Oh my God. Whoa.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, so Snoop Dogg, that'll be good. That'll be fine. I don't think you can get a ticket there. It'll be a party, but I just think the
There's
the
gonna be a
Rams
party
are
for the
gonna.
Rams.
It'll be a party for the Rams.
That's what it's gonna be
I
a
like
part
how
of.
Siki gets like $4,000 for a nosebleed ticket.
$4,000.
For a nosebleed.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh boy, I couldn't pay that. No way. Are you
Yeah.
gonna go out and see it?
Yeah, I'm leaving next week.
Oh, you're
Wait,
gonna go see
you're
it?
going to it?
Not to the game.
Just to go
Just
out
to the
and-
party.
The party
Have fun.
for the next thing. NFLPA, you going?
Oh, that's fun.
I'll
It
think
is
about-
fun to go
No,
to the
see,
Super
I was
Bowl.
thinking about going to the NFLPA thing. I got to get
What's
back to my
that?
chapter.
Is that a party or?
No, it's a group of guys, NFL former players, Hall of Famers that get together and
Oh, that's fun.
the chapel.
Oh, that's fun. I mean, the one thing about the Super Bowl, even if you don't go to the game, there's a lot of parties and it's a lot of fun.
They
Oh,
boys
yeah.
be sick.
It
Oh,
is fun.
man.
Yeah.
I can imagine L.A. What?
It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be probably a lot of great parties, no doubt about
That ain't
it.
the word it's gonna be. It's gonna be. Ugh.
It's going to be a party. Yeah, it's going to be a party. I love going to the Super Bowl. I've been to a few of them, and they're fun. I went to that one in Miami that rained. Remember that one that rained? I sat in the rain, and that was kind of rough. But it was still a great Super Bowl. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know what else you want to talk about. I think that's consensus, guys. We're going to...
Well, you hear about Brian Flores is suing the NFL?
Oh yeah,
I did hear
I
that.
did see that.
Yeah.
That's a controversy.
Bill Belichick texted.
I haven't read up on it. Maybe you can
That's
help us
crazy.
out with that. I don't know. What is the story with that? I'm not
That's
really...
crazy.
He's basically claiming that 3 NFL teams had discriminatory practices, with his hiring. They said, like he said, Belichick basically knew that Brian Dabble was going to be hired and mistakenly Brian Flores.
Yeah.
Brian Flores, congrats,
Belichick texted Flores, congrats?
thinking
So
that
there's
he
two
was Brian
Brians.
Dabble.
Yeah, thinking he was Brian. Yeah. So they released a
So
text.
Belichick knew something.
Well, the thing is, he didn't even have his interview with the Giants yet. So he's like, well, how do you know the job's been
He's like,
already
I'm coming in
hired?
Thursday.
So he's basically saying the Giants flew him in just to cover the Rooney Rule.
Yeah.
What is the Rooney Rule?
It's basically you have to interview 2 African American head coaching candidates. For,
Right, okay.
every time you have an a vacant
Open vacancy.
position.
Yeah. And so the controversy here is Belichick texting.
Well, the controversy is that they already knew that they were going to hire Brian Dabble, but they
Okay.
only brought him in just to cover the Rooney Rule.
I see.
That's the controversy.
Okay.
And even
yeah.
they put out the team released the text messages. It was like, are you sure this is the right Brian?
Oh, yeah.
And it's been people have been claiming that for years, but now they have actual proof. They have some type of proof that it's maybe be some legitimacy to that.
Did he bring a lawsuit to the NFL?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
gonna.
Oh yeah. He gonna
Oh,
get.
yeah.
And
he
he's
already
gonna get
filed
money
it.
from it.
He'll probably win.
Yeah, he's
He
gonna.
said
win is easy.
He said that
Paper trail.
he said that the Miami owner.
Made him get Brady in a legal way.
No, he said the Miami owner was offering him $100,000 per loss, basically encouraging him to tank the season
What?
so they can get a higher draft pick. So Flores wasn't
wow.
with that, and they butt heads
Wow.
on that all year, and that's the reason why they fired him, because he wouldn't play ball.
So you mean to tell me
Wow.
What?
Wow.
they were gonna offer him $100,000 per loss?
To
Per
tank
loss?
the season, yeah.
Just the.
What's going on with the NFL?
What?
Because they tried to get him to tank the season the first year, and he won like 7 games, and nobody thought that he would ever even win a game in Miami, or like 5 games. So that was the thing. That's why he feels he got fired, because he didn't want to do that. He wanted
Sure.
to compete every game,
Right.
but ownership wanted him to tank the season so they can get hired big time.
I didn't even know that stuff went on.
No, that's what the thing is. To bring it to light now,
Yeah.
It's been going on forever, but
It must have been going on like that forever.
It's always something, man. That's why I say it's 2 sides to this game. You play, and it's another side to it.
Well, see, you guys know the
political.
inside scoop.
When you
You
in the
know.
trenches,
somewhat.
Yeah.
when you in the trenches, you know certain things.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see you next week, guys. That's our show. Thanks for our guest, Marques. Thank you for coming by. See you later. See you next week. Interesting.
Offsides.